Hello, lovely Leos, and thank you for joining me for your June horoscope. My name's Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com, and I've got a lot to tell you about what to expect for the month of June. Now, this month you should try and take it a little bit easier if you possibly can. And, you're normally, charging into things, and it's probably a good month to have a little bit of a break and a calm down because next month there's a whole lot happening. Okay, so we start the month off with a new moon on the 3rd, and the new moon is going into your 11th house, and this is all about groups and connections and friends and your hopes and dreams. So a new moon is all about new starts. So you could find that you have the beginnings of ideas about starting a new group, perhaps online, a new group on Facebook or something here on YouTube. It's also your hopes and dreams are highlighted. So whatever you're thinking about, June is an excellent time to really get in there and really plan it out and strategize what you want to do. Okay, so for some of you, you may be interested in money, and the 11th house can, according to some people, is involved with large sums of money. So you could get, a win or some large amount of money that you've been waiting for too. Okay, on the 5th, we have Mercury joining Mars in your 12th house. Now, I want to talk about the 12th house just a little bit because it's a really strange place. Sorry, just getting over the flu. It's a really strange place, the 12th house. It's the house of the goddess. It's the house of the subconscious. It's unknowable, and yet every day we are all intimately connected with our own unconscious. Our unconscious, if you think of it as maybe like a pyramid shape, and the awareness, the top of the awareness is here at the apex of the pyramid, but down underneath you've got all this other stuff going on, and it actually goes down into the divine, all this other stuff down here. So this is the individual person, but there's the collective energies way, way, way down underneath. And through our subconscious, we've got access to the collective, and we've got access to the divine. So that's really exciting. And, it's all your past lives, it's all your family history, what you've inherited on your DNA, physically and also emotionally and spiritually. So it's a really, really strange but very important place, the 12th house. And with Mars in there and Mercury, you're going to be probably feeling this motivation to find out more about what is going on inside you. With Mercury there, there's likely to be messages coming up from your 12th house. So it's a great month to meditate, relax, just kind of sit with your feelings. You don't need to have a device, a TV, a phone, your computer or laptop or whatever going. Just sit there. If you can go into nature, that helps, and just sit and try and get into a meditative state of mind so that you can actually see what's coming up, or you can experience, actually. It's not just seeing, it's experiencing what is going on down deep in your subconscious. So you might have some rather big realizations during the month of June, lovely Leos. Okay, now let's see, what else have we got happening? Yes, so I've just put express your true feelings, okay? It's very good also for if you're interested in the metaphysical realms, psychic readings, astrology, meditation, all of those kinds of things that have kind of this hidden type of element that we're all learning about day by day. And do pay a lot of attention to your dreams, because your dreams are there to give you a message, and they don't have the filter of your mind or your ego. They just exist as they are. Okay. So the 9th sees the planet Venus going into your 9th house of higher learning. And that's also a house of great wisdom. And you could be finding that you meet new connections or new friends through study or through further retraining at work. And Venus gives like a beautiful soft hue over everything. If I was to give it a colour, I would say that Venus, the Venusian energy, is kind of pastel-y and pretty. And I'm thinking of this behind me, this background behind me. So it gives everything a lovely, soft, harmonious hue to life. So that will be good. So you could meet friends, you could meet associates. It's also associated with foreign connections if you're thinking about travelling, or news from overseas, or perhaps for some of you, you might be contemplating, if you are travelling, or you might be contemplating a relationship with somebody from a foreign background. Okay, the 17th sees the full moon in your fifth house. The full moon tends to bring up stuff that's deep in the subconscious and gives you a bit of a detox, okay, your monthly detox. And in the fifth house, it's all about leisure and pleasure and creativity. So please, if you have been feeling creative, get out and make something or do something, whether that's, through an art form like painting or music, or something a little bit different like even soap making, or however you feel creative, okay? It's also associated, the fifth house, with young love. You could meet someone rather attractive, but it brings up stuff. It's not necessarily a smooth flowing type of energy. It could be on, off, that type of thing. But leisure, pleasure, play, creativity, and love and joy. So they're the areas that are highlighted. The 22nd sees the sun go into your 12th house that I just spoke about, and that gives you more awareness and more insight. So you might start June with like a bit of maybe a kind of uncomfortable feeling that there's something inside you that you want to find, but you don't really understand. And so as you go deeper and deeper into yourself, and as the month progresses, you might find that when this energy comes in on the 22nd, the sun is all about awareness. All of a sudden, you've got the answer to whatever was happening deep down inside, and you finally can comprehend why things have happened the way that they have happened. Okay, so you'll become just a little bit more aware of the unknowable. Okay, and it's almost like when we go down deep into the 12th house, the deeper we go, the more that we find. It really is our mind here at the top of the apex. It really is like an iceberg. So we only just see the tip of what's going on, and through meditation and dreams and really focusing within, that's how you find out. Okay. Oh, and just on that point, as I was saying before, it's not just seeing. It could be you hear things. It could be that you feel it in your body, that you have strange physical symptoms. If you don't feel well, take it easy. Don't put yourself under any pressure. Okay, and on the 27th, Mercury then moves from the 12th house into the first house, the house of the self. So again, that's all about the messages. So the messages you've received from deep down in yourself, in your subconscious, then it's almost like you're ready to share them with the outside world. You might start talking about the things that you've experienced. You might want to share this on a blog, on YouTube or Facebook or whatever, and talk about your feelings deep within. And doing that, you'll be helping other people as well. Now, I'm just going to have a little look for you. Close my eyes. Yes, so I can see doors opening. I also see windows here, and they're telling me, Spirit's telling me that it's time sensitive, this information for you, lovely Leo. They're also showing me pearls. I know that means pearls of wisdom. So this is time sensitive. So they're saying don't wait. And even if you're not 100% sure of what you're doing, as long as you're 80% sure, get out and do it, okay? Because at some point down the track, it's going to be less important. It's important right now. So to do it right now, don't wait. Okay, so what else have we got? Window of opportunity. That's right. That's what they said. They're just showing me a lot of crystals. I was talking about an iceberg, and they're actually showing me it's like the top of a crystal for some reason. And, you know, that's all about amplifying the power. Okay, they're showing me newspapers and burning up newspapers. Okay, so I know what that's about. You know, there's a lot of thing going on at the moment here on YouTube and generally about the media getting it wrong, and they do sometimes. They do get it wrong sometimes. However, you mustn't throw the baby out with the bathwater and say, oh, okay, so the media tells lies, so everything they say is wrong, because that's not the right thing to do either. You've got to use discernment, okay? And it doesn't matter whether you're watching me here on YouTube or you're watching somebody else or some other psychic or whoever, whatever, always, 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 it comes down to you making the decision, and you will feel it in yourself if it's right for you, okay? So trust the process. So don't throw the baby out with the bathwater as far as the media is concerned. Just realise what they are. They do a job, and they do a very stressful job, in fact. And I was amazed. You don't know until you've been in the environment of TV studios, and I have done a lot of TV interviews and radio interviews, how stressed they are, because everything they do is time sensitive. And so they've got to get this story out. So they'll put it out again if it's 80% correct. That's just me talking. I don't know that. They've never actually told me that, but they get it mostly right. They'll put it out. And I have new appreciation since I've been in TV studios and watched the pressure that they work under. And I was like, wow, what they do is actually really difficult. Okay, so what's that got to do with Leo? So, okay, so they've gone off on a tangent, or I've gone off on, somebody's gone off on a tangent, but it is to do with Leo, and that is maybe sometimes you're a little bit perfectionistic. You think that you have to get it 100% right before you do it. Well, those days are gone. Nothing is 100% anymore. So just get it as right as you can get it, dear Leos, and do the job, okay? Otherwise, you'll get stuck on all the little details and you won't get the thing the way you want it anyway, and it'll just drive you nuts and you'll be in a lot of angst. I'm just shuffling up cards now for you and see what we come out with for Leo in the month of June. Horoscope, a card, please. Yes, I get that sense of games and fun. And this card has come out, which is the World. And this is a beautiful card. And you see this, she's almost like an angel, isn't she? She's standing in space. So spirit is directing her, but she has her foot on the earth. And that's like grounding. That's like being practical, being realistic, okay? Don't necessarily go with the flow of what everybody tells you. Be grounded and logical and practical about life, because that's how you get things done. And with the World, it means that you can manifest your true heart's desires. You know, if money's a thing, you can make money. You can get possessions. You can make things physically real. You can put your ideals into practice and make it on a physical level. Make them on a physical level, okay? The World is your oyster, dear Leos, in June. Okay, so thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate that. And if you would like to like this video, I would love that. Leave me a comment and I'll try to answer. And please subscribe to my channel. Okay, have a wonderful month, dear Leos, and I will see you next month for your horoscope. Okay, thank you and bye for now.